Hey guys, it's me, Jen, and welcome back to my channel. Now that Thanksgiving has come and gone, it is officially time to start preparing for Christmas. Lucas and I are about to head out to pick up our Christmas tree from the Christmas tree farm. This is our very first time picking out a real tree. I grew up having fake trees for Christmas, and Lucas grew up having real trees, but they usually pick them up from like Fred Meyer or grocery stores. So him and I have both never picked out a Christmas tree from the farm for our own personal homes. With that said, we are pretty excited to pick out our tree and strap it up on the roof of our car and take it home for the holidays. We also weren't sure if we were gonna even pick out a real tree this year. At this time, we aren't even sure if we're going to be spending Christmas in Boston or in Washington, so we decided to compromise and pick up a real tree, but on the smaller scale in the event that we do decide to go home for Christmas. Our goal is really just to fill our apartment with the wonderful smell of a Christmas tree, but with less hassle. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking so we can begin our drive over to Sleigh Bell Christmas Tree Farm to pick up our real Christmas tree.
Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring, it will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand, you and me. Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sunset is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, and that's what we do. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring, it will always be Christmas in my heart.
Hello again. As you just saw, we have selected, cut down, and loaded up our tiny little Christmas tree into our SUV, and now we have made it successfully back home to our apartment. Our tree was actually so small that we didn't need to strap it up to the roof of our car. It actually fit perfectly well through the trunk after we had put one of the seats down, so we will save the whole experience of strapping up your Christmas tree on the top of your car for a future holiday season. Also, as tempting as it was to pick a taller tree, I truly think that selecting the smaller tree that we went with was the right move for us this year. Also, don't think that I have enough ornaments to fill up a big tree anyways. I don't even think we have enough ornaments to fill the sides and the back of the tree that we even purchased today, let alone a 8 to 10 foot tree. But does anyone really decorate the back of their Christmas tree anyways? Comment down below. Okay, let's go get our tree up and decorated.
But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand, you and me. Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart.
Okay, and now for the moment of truth.
Wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand, you and me. Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart.
Sherbert's come to say hello. Okay, so I think our tree turned out pretty great, if I do say so myself. We ended up having leftover lights. We didn't end up using all 3 boxes that I thought we were going to use, so we used 2 100 count boxes of the white clear lights. Also, as you can probably tell, I only had enough ornaments to fill the very front of the Christmas tree. Definitely didn't have enough to fill the sides nor the back, but again, who decorates the back of their Christmas tree anyways, especially if it's up against a corner like ours? It'll work. Before I finish decorating the rest of the apartment for the holiday season, I wanted to take a quick moment to share the stories behind our ornaments. I don't know about you, but I'm really big into collecting ornaments every year. So each one of our ornaments on our tree has a story behind them. I'm gonna do a quick ornament story time. To get started, I would like to share the story behind this ornament. It's a custom wooden key ornament. It says, "First Christmas in our new home, Lucas and Jenilyn, West Seattle, Washington," with the key saying 2018. So this was our first official apartment. We lived together in West Seattle for a little under a year before Lucas got deployed, so I had this ornament made for our first Christmas together in our first apartment. I figured that I might as well go in order. I kind of officially started my ornament collection in 2018. So here is another one. This guy is just like a little cute cozy cabin on it. It's from the Christmas store in Leavenworth, Washington, which is one of our favorite places of all time. So we got an ornament to commemorate one of our trips. Also from 2018, we got this ornament custom made. It has 2 snow people, I would say, and a cat, because 2018 was the first Christmas that we had Sherbert in our lives. So I had this one made to commemorate the adoption of our fur baby. I think those 3 are the only ornaments that we had in 2018. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into 2019. This one is probably one of my favorite ornaments, and it commemorated a really big moment of 2019 for us, which is this army boot. Lucas was deployed in Afghanistan for Christmas of 2019, so he unfortunately spent the holiday away from home, and so I had purchased this army boot. So incredibly proud of him for the sacrifices that he's made for all of us here in America, so that commemorates that ornament story. Also from 2019 is this Maker's Mark whiskey ornament, and I'm pretty sure this is real whiskey inside. I don't think we'll ever open it though. This was a gift from my now mother-in-law. Maker's Mark, if you didn't know, is Lucas's favorite whiskey of choice, and so she had gotten us a Maker's Mark ornament. Another 2019 addition to our Christmas tree is this silver butterfly ornament. This one has a pretty funny story because we have 2 of them. Lucas actually got me one for Christmas last year because butterflies are a way that I like to remember my grandma. She passed away from cancer a few years ago, and so we love having butterflies as our way to remember her. So Lucas found this one and ordered it for me as one of my Christmas presents last year, but my now sister-in-law Hannah found the same ornament. I now have 2 of them. So now we're moving on to 2020. These are our latest additions to our Christmas tree this year. We received a doormat ornament that says "New Place, Happy Home" with a key on the side that says 2020. And this one was also gifted to us by my mother-in-law. It's just to commemorate our new home here in Boston. On that same theme, we have a I Love Boston Christmas stocking. Lucas and I purchased this over at the store Christmas in Boston on the day that we did our Boston holiday photo shoot. So we picked up this guy on the way home to add to our tree. This year we were also gifted a beautiful wedding cake ornament. It's seriously gorgeous. Has 2020 on the ribbon, and this was also gifted to us by my mother-in-law for obvious reasons. We got married this year. And then this one we actually picked up today when we picked up our Christmas trees. This is purchased at the Sleigh Bell Christmas Tree Farm. It's a little gnome guy. It says "Our First Christmas," and although it's not technically Lucas's and my first Christmas ever that we spent together, we spent our first Christmas together in 2016, so that was 4 years ago. But this is our first Christmas as the Swansons, and so I picked up this little guy just so we can remember our first Christmas tree that we cut down ourselves. The final moment is going to be our Christmas tree star, but really it's a makeshift Christmas tree star. We were going to purchase a Christmas tree star, but Target was all sold out. and again, we didn't want to just buy a Christmas tree star that we would enjoy for a couple weeks and then go home. So maybe next year we'll actually invest in a Christmas tree star. But this year we were actually gifted by, again, my mother-in-law. I think she knows how much I love Christmas tree ornaments. This one is really, really special to me. She ordered us a custom Filipino parole ornament from a small business. She had it ordered and sent to us in Boston, and I think it's absolutely perfect. I don't know if you guys are big Disney fans, but they recently released an animated short video that features Filipino culture, and I was literally ecstatic that Disney created a Filipino-based animated film. And then a few days later, this showed up in our mailbox. So I am forever going to remember that moment of when I saw my culture represented in Disney. So that concludes my ornament story time for you guys. Now that our tree is all decorated, I think I'm gonna go hang up the Christmas wreath that we had purchased, and I think I'm also going to find and hang our 2 Christmas stockings that we had a couple years ago. We obviously don't have a mantle to hang our stockings on, so I think I might hang them on either our TV stand or our bookshelf. And I also think that I want to hang the Christmas wreath inside our apartment so that way we can enjoy how it smells. TBD on if we do that. I know that's probably breaking a lot of Christmas decorating rules, but stay tuned.
This year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand you let me.
And we are back at our Christmas tree to conclude the video. As you can see, I am taller than it, only by a little bit, I think. Anyways, this concludes this video for today. I had so much fun decorating our apartment. I think having Christmas decorations is the perfect way to start getting into the holiday spirit. We kept it simple this year just because we don't know how long we'll have to enjoy them. But regardless, I had so much fun and our apartment smells amazing. We'll keep you guys updated if we are going to go home to Washington for the holidays. But until the next video, happy decorating, and we'll talk to you guys soon.